All right, so we'll get started here. All right, so we'll begin by lowering or closing our eyes. And just take a moment to feel the earth beneath you. Feel the sensation of your breath. And notice if there are any thoughts going on in your mind that you don't need today. Whatever they may be, see if you can allow them to go, even if it's just for now. And know that if it's something important, you can always return to it later. Or maybe you just allow it to go from here. Taking deep inhales in through your nose, into your diaphragm, and long, slow exhales out. So we're starting right from the beginning. Yoga means to yoke, to unify, to bring together. It means experiencing the union of the body, mind, and heart, our shadow side and our light side, and the world around us. So I invite you to bring your hands to heart center. So Anjali Mudra or Namaskar Mudra. This is the union of the hands and symbolizes the unity with both sides of the brain and the body, and symbolizes the union between self and community. So from here, I invite you to bow your head towards your heart. And find gratitude for the teacher in your heart, the teacher in the heart of all. I thank and honor all the yogis from India who have practiced and taught in the past, and all the teachers from around the world. They are the reason why we can gather here today and practice. Whenever you're ready, gently releasing your hands by your sides. Okay, let's start here with some shoulder rolls. On your inhale, rolling your shoulders up towards your ears, and on your exhales, rolling your shoulders back and down your spine. Just moving with your own breath. So one more time here. And then we'll come into a tailor pendulum swing. So a little bit of variation on this one today. So we'll start by bringing the right hand down towards the earth. Left palm turns up, reaching your left arm up and over, finding length along your left side body. And then on your exhale, allowing that left arm to reach forward and across, making its way over towards the left side of your mat. Right arm reaches up and over. Again, on your exhale, reaching the arm across the front to the right side, left arm up and over. So just continuing this movement here at your own pace with your own breath. And maybe as you come around, allowing that back arm to follow and reach up and over. So let's go one more time in each direction. And then once that's complete for you, coming back to center, both hands come down by your sides. I don't remember what we're doing. Okay, let's do this. Let's come into a child's pose. So any variation of child's pose that feels good for you today, perhaps it's feet together, knees apart. Maybe it feels good to stretch the arms out long in front of you, or perhaps to bring the arms back by your sides, palms face up, allowing your shoulders to drop. And finding your breath here, once again, deep inhales and long, slow exhales. Taking this moment to feel your breath at your heart. And as you breathe in, sense that you are receiving warmth and energy. And as you breathe out, sense that you are letting go into openness. Perhaps sending yourself the following. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be held in loving kindness. May I accept myself as I am. May I touch deep, natural peace. May my heart and mind awaken. May I be free. Finding one more round of breath here. And then slowly making your way into your tabletop pose. And we'll find some C shapes here. So in the tabletop, first making sure your wrists are underneath your shoulders, knees are underneath your hips. And then looking over your right shoulder, allowing your right hip to come towards your shoulder. On your inhale, coming back to center, and on your exhale, coming over to the other side. Continue moving here at your own pace with your own breath. So moving one more time in each direction. And then we'll come back to center. And then gently, in your own way, making your way down onto your front body. And we'll find a baby cobra here to begin. Tops of your feet push down to the earth. Hands come underneath the shoulders. Shoulders roll back and down. Tuck your elbows. Lift your heart. Keeping a nice straight line in your spine. Nice straight neck. Find your breath. Perhaps repeating one of those loving kindness, loving kindness affirmations that you said earlier to yourself. And then exhale to lower. Let's make our way back into our tabletop pose. And then find a few rounds of cat-cow. Rounding your spine, tucking your chin, tucking your tailbone. See if you can really push your body away from the earth, allowing that upper back to reach up towards the sky. I guess mid and upper back. And then on your cow pose, shoulders roll back and down your spine, and really bring your heart forward. And just moving at your own pace here. And I invite you maybe to slow down a little bit. Trying not to rush through this movement. Really feeling each part of it. All right, let's go one more time in each direction. Okay. And then once again, making your way down onto your front body. So there is a method to my madness here. All right, so baby cobra or sphinx pose. Sphinx pose, elbows come underneath the shoulders. Shoulders roll back and down your spine, tops of your feet push down, and energetically pulling your arms towards you so that your heart comes through. So trying not to collapse in on the arms, sitting up nice and tall. Find one more round of breath. And then releasing here and coming back to your tabletop pose. So notice if you need any movements here in your body, maybe it's C shape, cat, cow, whatever you need to release any tension that you might be feeling in your low back. You might not. Okay, so we're going to come into a little bit of a variation of a balancing cat. It's a little different today than what we normally do. So gripping your fingers into the earth, let's bring the left arm forward, rolling the shoulder back and down your spine. Right leg comes long, drawing the belly button in. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to bring the left arm out to the side, right leg to the side, but we're going to tap the right foot to the earth. Everything comes back to our balancing cat. And then we're going to find that cat-cow crunch, round the spine, elbow and knee maybe meet each other. So we're going to do this a few times. Balancing cat, leg and arm to the side, tap the floor, come back to center, cat-cow crunch. Balancing cat, leg and arm to the side, tap the floor, balancing cat, cat-cow crunch. We're going to do two more. Balancing cat, leg and arm to the side and tap. Balancing cat, cat-cow crunch. Really pull the belly button in. Last one, balancing cat. Leg and arm to the side, tap the earth. Balancing cat. And cat-cow crunch. Back to tabletop. We're going to come back down onto the floor. Okay, so from here we're going to find either baby cobra, sphinx, or full cobra. So for full cobra, hands come back by the chest, tuck the elbows, shoulders roll back and down, tops of the feet to the earth and lift. So keeping a slight micro bend in the elbows. Find your breath. Notice if you feel any kind of opening in the front body. One more round of breath. Releasing to the earth. Coming into your tabletop pose, and then finding C shape, cat, cow, whatever you need. All right, let's find that balancing cat thing on the other side. I don't know what to call it. Right arm comes out in front, rolling the right shoulder back and down the spine. Left leg comes long. Pull the belly button in. Find your balance. And here we go. Arm and leg to the side. Tap the earth. Balancing cat. Round the spine. Cat, cow, crunch. Whoop. Pull the belly button in. Balancing cat. To the side. Tap the floor. Balancing cat. Cat, cow, crunch. Balancing cat. To the side. Tap the floor. Balancing cat. Almost there. Cat, cow, crunch. We have 2 more. Balancing cat. Leg and arm to the side. Tap the floor. Balancing cat. Cat, cow, crunch. 1 more. Balancing cat. To the side. Tap the floor. Back to center. And crunch. Back to your tabletop. 1 more time down to the floor. All right, so you have options here for this next pose. So you can come into one of the first 3 poses that we came into, Cobra, Sphinx, Baby Cobra, or we can come into a locust pose. So tops of the feet push down to the earth. We're going to bring the arms back by the sides, palms face down. Shoulders roll back and down the spine, look down at the earth. Lifting the heart. Perhaps you lift your arms and squeeze your shoulder blades towards center. Maybe you stay here, or maybe you squeeze your inner thighs, lift your feet, point your toes. One last option here, if it's in your body, maybe you clasp your hands behind you, shoulders roll back and down, stretch the arms long if you can, and only go as far as you feel comfortable. All this is for the sitting at the desk all day. One more round of breath wherever you are, and then gently lower. So from here, let's just bend the knees and windshield wiper the feet from side to side. All right, releasing your feet to the earth. Let's come into tabletop. And then curling your toes under, downward dog. Once you find your way there, maybe you pedal out your feet. And in your downward dog, shoulders roll back and down. The inside of the elbows are looking at each other, and the fingers are gripping into the earth. From here, let's bring the right foot up towards the sky. Shifting your weight forward, step the right foot through and lower the left knee to the earth. Okay, squeezing your inner thighs as you rise, shoulders roll back and down your spine. Okay, and let's find a twist here. So hands come to heart center, Anjali Mudra or Namaskar Mudra. Left elbow comes to the outside of the right thigh. Find length in your spine as you turn. Woo! Okay, inhale, coming back to center. Exhale, let's bring our arms to cactus arms. Find a slight tuck of the tailbone and then opening the heart up towards the sky. So try not to look up at the ceiling, but maybe where the ceiling and the wall meet each other. Let's bring our hands down to the earth to frame the front foot. Then we're going to walk our hands back, straightening the front leg, activating the front foot. So slightly curling back the toes. And if you don't feel much along the back of the leg, perhaps you find length in your spine and then fold towards that front leg. Know that first only go as far as you feel comfortable. You can come out of a pose if you need to. Adjust the pose if you need to. Or use blocks. One more round of breath. And then slowly walking your hands forward. So I invite you here to maybe allow your body to sink down. So nice low lunge here. We're going to keep the front knee over the ankle. And notice if you feel a bit of a stretch here along the front of the left thigh. If not, maybe you need a wider stance here. Right foot comes forward, left foot comes back. Longer stance. Okay, let's bring both hands to the inside of the right foot. Walking the right foot over towards the right side of the mat. So you can keep your foot here on the earth if that's more comfortable for you, or you can activate your right foot and allow the right knee to drop out to the side. So we want to make sure we keep a nice straight line from the foot, the ankle, and the shin. All right, so maybe you stay here, or perhaps with the left wrist under the left shoulder, right arm reaches up and back behind you. Keep the front foot active. Perhaps you stay here, or maybe you curl the back toes under, or even pick that back foot up off the earth. Perhaps you find the foot, maybe you don't. One more round of breath. And then release the foot if you have it. Both hands come to the earth. We're going to make our way back into our tabletop pose and back into downward dog. All right, so other side, left foot reaches up towards the sky, shift your weight forward, stepping the left foot through, right knee comes to the earth. Squeezing your inner thighs together as you rise, shoulders roll back and down. Let's find that twist. Hands to heart center, right elbow to the outside of the left thigh, pushing into the thigh as you turn. On your next inhale, coming back to center. And then finding cactus arms once again, slight tuck of the tailbone, opening the heart up towards the sky. Okay, allowing your hands to frame your front foot. And then we're going to walk our hands back, straightening the front leg, activating the left foot. Again, if you need to, lengthen the spine and fold towards the left leg. If you need to, you can always grab something around you like blocks, books, blankets, if you need to bring the earth up closer to your hands. One more round of breath on this side. And then walking your hands forward, bending into your front knee. So again, we're going to stay in this low lunge here. Make any adjustments you need to, so you feel a bit of a stretch along the front of the right thigh. Allowing both hands to come to the inside of the left foot and walking the foot over towards the left side. Activating the left foot. Perhaps the knee drops out to the side. Maybe you stay here, or maybe you find a twist. Left arm reaches up and back behind you. Perhaps you curl your back toes under, or maybe you grab a hold of the foot or reach for it. One more round of breath. And then gently releasing the foot to the earth. Hands come forward. Come back into your tabletop pose. And this time we'll come back into child's pose. Okay, gently making your way back to tabletop. And a little bit here for the shoulders, the upper back, and the inner thigh. So let's start by doing this. We're going to bring the right foot out to the side. Remember we did the toe tap before. So right foot out to the side. Okay. And then bringing the left hand up towards the sky, scooping the left arm under, and allowing the left shoulder and side of the head to come down to the earth. Maybe you relax the right arm. Maybe you stay here, or if you wish, you can always kind of scoot your way back, bringing that right foot back with you into more of a half child's pose with a twist. Okay, wherever you are, bringing the right hand underneath your right shoulder, pushing into the earth, releasing the left hand to the earth, coming back into your tabletop pose. And then we'll find that on the other side. Left foot comes out to the side, placing the left foot on the earth. Right hand reaches up towards the sky and scooping the right arm under. Again, maybe you could sit back here a little bit if that feels good. Bring the left foot with you. Or maybe you just stay in that kind of half table, half twist. Maybe you return to one of those affirmations from the beginning of the class. Maybe I'll remind you. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be held in loving kindness. May I accept myself as I am. May I touch deep, natural peace. May my heart and mind awaken. May I be free. Allowing the left arm to come underneath the left shoulder, push into the earth to release the right hand. Let's make our way back into our tabletop pose. And then one more time, coming down onto the earth. Okay, so a bow pose. In our bow pose, only go as far as you feel comfortable. So let's start by bringing both feet up, bending at the knees. Feet are active. Okay, and then reaching back for the ankle. Giving a nice long line in your neck. Maybe this is as far as you go. Maybe you just reach for one foot today, if that's what you need. We'll do this pose twice, so if you need, you can do both sides. Whenever you're ready, perhaps you push your feet up towards the sky, lift your heart. One more round of breath, and then exhale to lower. Releasing everything. Let's come into crocodile just for a few breaths. Feet come wide on the mat, toes face out, hands come underneath your forehead. Okay, making your way back to center. Feet come to center. Releasing your arms. And again, either finding boat on the other side or full boat. Bow, not boat. I'm having one of those days. Okay, activating both feet, grabbing a hold of the ankles, shoulders roll back and down the spine. Perhaps you push up your feet. One more round of breath. And then release here. Let's find crocodile one more time. Slowly making your way into a tabletop pose. Find any movements you feel you need here. And then whenever you're ready, coming to seated. All right, so from here, let's find a twist. So we'll bring the left leg long, right leg comes in. Okay, and then if it's in your body, crossing the right leg over to, right foot over to the left. Oh my goodness. And then if it's in your body, maybe tucking the left foot under. See if you can keep both sits bones on the earth. We'll bring the left arm around that front knee. Right hand comes behind you. On your inhale, lengthen your spine, and on your exhale, turn. Finding one more round of breath. And then inhale to lengthen and exhale to come back to center. Let's release the legs, shake them out. And then hugging the left knee in, find your sits bones here. Sitting up nice and tall. Left foot crosses over the right thigh. Perhaps the right foot tucks under. Left hand behind you, right arm around that front leg. Inhale to lengthen your spine and exhale to turn. On your next inhale, lengthening your spine. And exhale, coming back to center. Releasing your legs, give them a nice shake. And then making your way onto your back. So in our back, we're going to find a bridge pose. And I invite you to just go as far as you feel comfortable here. So we'll start with feet hip distance apart and as close to your sits bones as you can comfortably get them. Arms by your sides. And then pushing your feet down into the earth, lift your hips, squeeze your inner thighs. Maybe you squeeze your glutes. So two options here. Maybe you grab the sides of your mat and pull out towards the sides as if you're trying to rip the mat apart. Or maybe if it's in your body, bringing your shoulders underneath you, clasping your hands and sending your hands down towards the earth, lift your hips a little more. So we want to look up at the sky, leaving space between the chest and the chin. And find your breath. One more round of breath here. And slowly untucking your shoulders if they're under you and coming down one vertebrae at a time. Let's bring the feet mat distance apart and windshield wiper the knees from side to side. Okay, let's find a happy baby here. Both feet come up towards the sky. Feet are active, grabbing a hold of the backs of your thighs, maybe lower legs, or maybe somewhere on the feet. Maybe you stay here, maybe you find some movement. Let's find a half happy baby, keeping a hold of the right side. Left foot comes to the earth with a bent knee, or maybe you extend that left leg long. Okay, so you can stay here in your half happy baby, or if you wish for something a little bit more, keeping the right foot active, allowing that foot to cross over you, grabbing a hold of it with the left hand, right arm comes around, bring the leg in as close as you comfortably can into a cradle. Maybe you find some rocking movement here in your cradle. Maybe it's stillness. Let's release the right foot to the earth with a bent knee. And we'll come into half happy baby on the other side. A left foot comes up. If you need to, you can always start in happy baby and then drop the right foot. Maybe the right leg is long. And soften your shoulders. Soften your face. Allowing your jaw to relax. Maybe you stay in the half happy baby, or perhaps keeping the left foot active, finding that leg cradle on the other side. Relaxing your shoulders once again. Releasing the foot down towards the earth. Let's bring both feet to the earth. Feet come together, knees come apart, recline butterfly. And then arms, I invite you to bring them wherever's comfortable for you, just as long as palms face up towards the sky. So there might be to the sides, maybe it's a T shape or cactus shape. Maybe they reach up and over behind your head. Finding your breath. Feeling your breath at your heart space. Breathing in, sense that you are receiving warmth and energy. And breathing out, sensing that you are letting go into openness. So your decision here, you can stay in this pose or maybe find your way into Shavasana or any final resting pose on the earth. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be held in loving kindness. May I accept myself as I am. May I touch deep, natural peace. May my heart and mind awaken. May I be free. And gently bringing your awareness back into the room. Perhaps making small movements with your fingers and toes. Maybe rolling around wrists and ankles. And gently rolling over to one side, whichever side is calling for you. Making your way to seated, and once you get there, lowering or closing your eyes. Bringing your hands once again to heart center and bowing your head towards your heart. Finding gratitude for your practice, gratitude for the teacher in you, in your heart, the teacher in the heart of all. Thank you for coming together and sharing in practice today. Have a beautiful evening.